Hi, and welcome back. This is our course on planning a funeral when you're doing it alone, presented by the Funeral Channel, brought to you by the Funeral Program site. If you're watching this, there's a good chance your mind is racing. When you're the only one handling everything, it can feel like everything needs to be done immediately. But here's the truth, and this is really important. Not everything is urgent, and not everything needs to be decided today. So in this lesson, we're going to slow things down and talk about what actually needs to happen first, and what can wait.
Let's start with the very first priority. The first thing that matters is care for the body. That usually means contacting a funeral home, cremation provider, or hospice if one is already involved. If death occurred at home and hospice was not present, a doctor or emergency service will guide the next steps. You don't need to figure this out alone. This is one area where professionals step in right away. Once that call is made, you've already handled one of the biggest immediate tasks. Next comes basic logistics, not decisions. Things like confirming the legal pronouncement of death, transportation, and where the person will be cared for temporarily. Again, this is not about choosing flowers or writing an obituary yet. This is about making sure things are stabilized. Now let's talk about what does not need to be done right away. You do not need to finalize the service details immediately. You do not need to choose music, readings, or speakers today. You do not need to design the funeral program right now. Those things matter, but they come later. If you're doing this alone, it helps to think in layers, not a checklist. Layer 1 is making the initial call, ensuring the body is cared for, giving yourself permission to pause. Layer 2 comes after you've had a breath. That's when you start thinking about the type of service, timing, and whether it will be simple or more traditional. And only after that do we get into printed materials, programs, and keepsakes, which we'll cover in later lessons. Here's something I really want you to hear. You are not behind. You are not doing this wrong. And you are allowed to move at a pace that protects your emotional energy. When you're alone, clarity matters more than speed. Before the next lesson, I encourage you to do just one thing. Write down what has already been handled, even if it's just one phone call. Seeing progress, even small progress, helps calm the noise in your head. In the next lesson, we'll talk about what decisions can wait and how to avoid making choices out of pressure instead of intention. You're doing more than you think, and you don't have to do it all at once. I'll see you in lesson 3.